Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Descent, which if you've never played it before, it's basically kind of like a first person shooter. I suppose really it was the half-life of its day. At the start you've got the usual stuff such as like multiplayer load game options, change pilots, like profiles and that. Options you can customise your controls, and it's a good thing because there are absolutely tons of things to do on the game, and to be fair I just end up deactivating most of it and just going for the bog standard move forward, move back, move left, move right. I don't really want to know how to barrel roll or anything like that because it's not exactly something I find myself ever needing. Starting a new game you get the story here, but the story, while it can be skipped, there is large amounts of it, so it's one of them things that you might want to skip it instead. Control wise for the game, it is standard FPS controls. The only problem is that the mouse isn't anywhere near as sensitive enough as you'd like it to be. The whole point of the game is though to basically go around the missions, and you have to find keys and that to open doors and find the exit. Once you've found the exit, you then have to find the reactor. The reason you find the exit first is because after you blow up the reactor, bad things happen and you've got to get the hell out of there before death. Kind of like the end of Star Wars Jedi, really. Musically the game sounds okay and sound effects wise, so I'm just going to shut up for a little bit, then cut into a different level hopefully, and show off some of the better weapons as well. There we go then, that was a bit of the music, and thanks to the use of some nice little cheats I've been able to get every single weapon to show it off to you basically. The laser that you saw us just use, well now it's a four firing laser, quad laser and that, so that's really good that you can upgrade that. You can also get a lovely little Vulcan cannon, which obviously is just standard Vulcan cannon really. Spread shot, there's absolutely all sorts of cool weapons on the game. And it's one of the themes that continues throughout the Descent series, to be fair. There's some sweet weapons, like the third one's got napalm and that. But as well as just going around finding the keys and exit and that, every now and then there's some hostages, and as you might have noticed, that there was this orange beer type thing that basically recharges your laser power. So that's pretty cool of it. Overall though, there's 30 levels on the game, which makes it absolutely massive, and pretty much nothing else I've got left to say about Descent 1, so on to Descent 2, because it is a 2-pack. So here we go then, this is Descent 2, and once again, thanks to some nice little cheats, I'm able to show off some of the better weapons right away. The laser now goes up to level 6. Again, you've got things like the Vulcan cannon and the spread cannon and that. The gameplay, to be fair, is pretty much the exact same as the last one, but it's got a few minor improvements. Like now you can get an afterburner, and that, obviously in case you don't know what an afterburner is, it's basically like a turbo, so it speeds you up, so it's good to get out of sticky situations and that. Ooh. Nice little confrontation there to show off some, the flash missiles. They're very useful, they stun the enemy because of the big flash and that, and they just basically mean that you can kick the crap out of him while he's unable to do anything really. Once again, 30 levels, so you're getting a huge amount of gameplay over the pack, because overall it's 60 levels. And as I say, it's just basically the same gameplay, so if you enjoy the first one, then you're going to be glad that you've got the second one right there waiting for you. Well, pretty much the only things I haven't mentioned is that you can get a headlight for the dark areas. It's basically just your standard flashlight, so that can come in handy. You can also get some good, decent boss fights on the game because there's obviously some bosses. Nothing really much left to see other than that, personally, I think the games are pretty damn fun. The second one does still have the problem with the mouse. You're going to be constantly lifting it to scroll over, because unless you've got a massive table, then it's one of them things where it's just not sensitive enough, unfortunately. The third one fixes that, but the third one is a bit of a dark horse in the series, unfortunately, and not many people like it. I do, but I'll get to that when I actually review it. Well, that's everything I've got to say. But if you're sitting there watching this thinking that you'd love to get your hands on this game but you can't find it anywhere, or maybe you used to own it and you're having the same problem that you can't find it anywhere because you want it back, or maybe you've been able to find it but you can't actually run it on your system because it's too powerful. If so, then get yourselves over to GOG.com. They've got a fantastic range of games that are all XP and Vista compatible, and the best part is there's no DRM, something that they're proud to advertise on the front page of their site. There's also forums where you can go and ask for help or just chat about your old favourites, and if there's a game you're looking for that they don't have, then add it to the wish list so that one day it might be added.